Nastic has been kind of slowly cooking over the last 2 or 3 years. We have had quite a bit of live experience during that time, especially last year. We did a lot of shows. We were playing a monthly event at the Bar Kein Cantina. We were at the Bar 25. We were playing other cities in Germany. We've been kind of all over the place over the last year. But this is where everything is really starting, because right now we are officially releasing our first full-length album on March 19th on Shit Catapult. It's dark, but it's okay. So, I mean, you know, there's a past. We've been kind of like molding things over the course of the last couple of years, but quite frankly, like, the time is now. This is just the beginning. Notic Nastic is just made of words. Yeah, that's it. It doesn't mean anything.
And who brought it up?
One of the Nastics came up with it one day. We had a bunch of cards on the floor with different words in English that we liked, and we were just switching these cards all around and trying out different combinations of words. And I think that in the end, the words hypnotic and fantastic came to mind. So it does kind of mean something. But we didn't want to call it Hypnotic Fantastic. I don't know, I mean, you could name your band that, but we didn't want to. So somehow we said, all right, well, how about Notic Nastic? You know, there are a lot of really nice things about Masquerade. For one thing, it's just fun. And that's a big part of what Notic Nastic is about. It's about like getting freaky and having a good time. I think that what Masquerade allows you to do is, by covering your face, and which is kind of like your identity to the outside world, it allows you to be who you really are. You know, we have dancers come on stage with us quite a bit, and they all say, oh, you know, I couldn't do this unless I had a mask. And I think, you know, in the world there is so much pressure to conform to all of the rules of a society and to act a certain way and to be a certain someone for other people. And I think this is hard on a lot of our souls. I don't think it's just me who has this idea that that's kind of tough, and in a way it can drive you a little bit crazy. I was really inspired by the book called Veronica Decides to Die, by the author who also wrote The Alchemist. Maybe you know of this. Yeah, exactly. Amazing Brazilian author. And I really like this idea of how always trying to be someone makes us sort of go insane in the end. And I think that it is very Notic Nastic. When I read this book, I was really like, yeah, okay. The world is right. This certain element to it where at the end of the day maybe you're the only person who really knows who you are. maybe. But on the other hand, there are things that other people will see about you, and they will also know things about you that you don't even know about yourself. It's not about being alone. Just because you are not one constant person and you're always changing and the people around you are always changing, that doesn't mean that there is no such thing as love, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to die alone and sad at all. Actually, if anything, Notic Nastic, I think, is taking this and saying, hey, it's okay, and celebrating this fact of life. I mean, it does happen sometimes where after a show or something, someone comes up to me and tries to start talking to me about the show, or every now and then someone will think, they'll see me and they'll say, oh, was that you up there? Was that you? And, you know, and I say, who? What? When? I mean, this happens sometimes, but I think maybe the funniest thing really is not telling your friends about it, because everyone wants to know why you're here. It's like, you know, why the hell are you in Berlin? Like, what do you do? Like, don't you have a job or like a reason for being here? And you can't tell everybody. You know, like when I go to a party or something like this and you're just socializing and meeting new people, and everybody always wants to know, oh, what do you do? That's what the song Secret Life is about, actually.
Okay.
Tell me who you are and what you want to be. What do you do? Does it make good money? I just want to make sense of who you are for safety and seeing if you're like me. Oh man, sometimes that's hard because you have to lie, and if you're kind of naturally an honest person, which I am, I can't really lie to people. It's hard. I mean, I don't tell them, but I always get kind of awkward and say, oh, I have to go to the bathroom, oh, it's late, yeah.